I've been doing pest control in the Midwest for almost 15 years now. Mostly Ohio and Indiana. Old farmhouses, split-level suburbs, the occasional McMansion that's falling apart behind the granite countertops. You name it. Termites that sound like radio static in the walls, bed bugs that hitch rides in college kids' laundry, raccoons that treat attics like herbs. I've seen some gross shit. I've smelled worse. But the ones that stick with you aren't the ones that bite or the ones that stink. It's the ones that watch. The ones that don't act like they're supposed to. First weird one was back in 14 outside Dayton. Lady calls in a panic, says she's got something in her crawlspace that whispers her name. I figure it's a leaking pipe making noise or maybe a stray cat got in and is yowling. Crawlspaces are always a nightmare. Dirt floor, low joist, spider webs like cotton candy. I slide in with my headlamp, respirator, the works. I hear it almost immediately. Not a whisper exactly, more like someone breathing the syllables right against my ear through a tin can. Mari? Her name was Mary Beth. I freeze. Then I see them. Little gray things maybe the size of a softball. No fur, no eyes, just smooth skin stretched over something soft underneath. They're clustered around an old heating duct like puppies around a bowl. Every few seconds one of them inflates, chest rising, and lets out that breathy sound. They're mimicking her voice. Perfect pitch, perfect accent. The way she says her own name when she's tired. I sprayed, I trapped, I sealed the vent. But when I crawled back out, Mary Beth was standing at the hatch looking down at me with this blank stare. Did you hear it too? She asked. I lied. Said it was just air in the ducts. She sold the house 6 months later. I still see her name pop up in obits sometimes. Heart attack. Middle of the night. Number 2 was worse. Southern Indiana, 2019. Hoarder house. Client's adult son had passed away, left the place packed floor to ceiling with newspapers, cat food cans, taxidermy. The smell hit me like a fist when I opened the door. Flies everywhere. I geared up for rodents or worse. Found the nest in the laundry room. Not rats. Not roaches. Something bigger. Imagine a centipede, but the body is pale and segmented like human fingers fused together. Dozens of them, maybe hundreds, all woven into this living carpet under the dryer. Each segment had a tiny, perfect fingernail at the end. They clicked when they moved, like someone drumming fingernails on a table. The weirdest part? They weren't eating garbage. They were growing. I found shed skins, long translucent tubes that still had the shape of knuckles. And inside one of them, a wedding ring. Size 7. Engraved, Forever J. I looked up the son's name later. Jeffrey. Died of an overdose. His mom swore he never wore jewelry. I bombed the place. Twice. Came back a week later to check. The carpet was gone. But the clicking? I could still hear it behind the drywall. Like they just moved deeper. Last one, the one that made me start drinking again, was last summer. Rural property outside Columbus. Old Victorian, been empty for years. Owner wanted it cleared before listing. Something's living in the dumbwaiter, he said. I hear it going up and down at night. Dumbwaiter shafts are tight. I hate them. But I popped the door in the kitchen and shined my light up. Something moved, fast. I heard a soft thump from the 3rd floor. I went up. Master bedroom. The dumbwaiter door there was cracked open. I pulled it wide. Inside was a single creature. About the size of a large house cat, curled up like it was sleeping. But it wasn't an animal. Its body was soft and doughy, the color of unbaked bread. No fur. No mouth that I could see. Just one long slit where a face should be. And eyes, too many eyes, scattered across its head and shoulders like someone spilled marbles into clay. It uncurled slowly. The slit parted and a voice came out. Not a recording. Not a mimic. It was my voice. Hey man, it said, using the exact tone I use when I'm on the phone with dispatch. You got a minute? There's something in the basement you need to see. My blood went cold. Because I had said that. Word for word. 2 days earlier. To a rookie tech. In an empty house. Alone. I slammed the door shut. Boarded it. Told the owner the shaft was structurally unsound and he needed a contractor, not me. He argued. I walked. That night I sat in my truck outside my own apartment for 2 hours, lights off, listening. Waiting to hear the pulleys creak. Waiting for my own voice to call up from the dumbwaiter shaft I don't even have. Nothing. Yet. I still take calls. Still crawl under houses. Still spray and trap and seal. But every time I hear something skitter just out of sight or catch a whisper that sounds a little too familiar, I wonder, how many of these things are out there? And how many are still wearing pieces of people I used to know? I'm not quitting. Not yet. but I don't go into dumbwaiters anymore. And I never work alone after dark.